Hello everyone. Today we're going to be talking about England. As you know, this book was written by my late father. He traveled throughout the world and he come to this conclusion. Okay. Now this is his story when he was in England. David was eventually caught. His hobby was stealing cars and going for joy rides. Sometimes he would park the car the same place he took it from. So he and his friends took their cars to go to nightclubs and parties late at night, but one clever cop stopped him and his friends one night and asked if it was his car, which of course he replied in the affirmative. Okay, show me. They switched for the window. Whisper. Well, the car was one of those murdering robbers. He started swishing all the swishes on the dashboard, and for the dash light of him couldn't turn on the window, whispered most of his friends. It was caught red-handed, but David was no angel. He targeted female Indian factories workers on Fridays when he knew they collected their weekly salaries and relieved them from their handbags. No amount of crying or shouting could stop the Usman Bolt in him. He was actually never caught in that criminal and enterprise. David was sent to a young men's prison for stealing cars. He was lucky he got 3 months, which meant on good behavior. He will be free to steal cars again in 8 weeks. The governor's psychology of sending was one of an army camp for trainers. You know all that long hair you had been walking in town. One proudly was about to be caught ruthlessly. And I suppose a lot of lives were going to die slowly. Oh, and of course for their moustache was cutting. He counted himself as blessed. Most of his friends got boosters, which was a full 9 months in young man's prison. One of his friends who got boosters was not so lucky. He was immediately sent to work on a pig farm, a very poky trail. He got a job in the kitchen. The cuisine wasn't nothing to write home about. What with boiled onion stew and porridge for breakfast every morning, well compared to the cuisine of African prison, his cuisine was that of a king. He witnessed the end of so-called cutlery, a racist fight happened between the king of the races and a slim born Jamaican. The king of the races was a stroppy 6-footer. The slim Jamaican didn't stand a chance, but with the innocent look metal tray in his hands, it became a labile weapon. The next day, plastic trays, forks, and knives were introduced. That's the first time David saw a psycho in action. While he was hitting the other guy's face with the metal tray, he was extremely happy. He didn't see any of them again. Most definitely ship it out to another one of His Majesty and prison with extra time. Chad. Okay, now we're going to this is chapter 9. Chad. Chadians, at least the men, were very tall and dark skinned. Most were Muslims and experts with cows. People came from as far as Nigeria to buy cow skin, etc. This cuisine to him was rather strange, well cooked meat with rice, but in the midst of the cooked food they sprinkled sugar. French was there. language France, along with Arabic and traditional language. The men wore gowns of white, turbans covered their face unlike the Sudanese. Some of the dirty roads were iron. No rain for long periods of time. While he was in charge, his wife had a third child. Unfortunately, it was not the usual environment for the childbirth, for they were on a busy going from Abuja, the border town with Sudan, to the capital, and when her labor pain began, they hurriedly stopped the bus in the middle of nowhere. As soon as they got down from the bus, she started rolling along the ground. In my next video, I'm going to complete Chad. Okay? Thanks for watching.